Yes, welcome to our analysis today, and this is Real Talk with Maurice Omondi. So, guys, today we want to discuss something very important in this channel. There are things that have been happening in the political scene that we want to look into. President Uhuru Kenyatta and Gideon Moi are two people who are not actively involved in the AZIMIO campaigns. So in this video, we want to look at the reasons that might have led to these two individuals not be involved in the campaign of Azimio. As you all know, since 2018 when Raila Amolo Odinga and President Uhuru Kenyatta had an handshake, people always believed and people always wanted to see President Uhuru Kenyatta endorse Raila Amolo Odinga publicly and take him to the mountain for a campaign tour. But that one have never happened. Uhuru Kenyatta, yes, he have endorsed Raila Amolo Odinga and everyone knows that, but he has never taken Raila Amolo Odinga to campaign in the mountain or any part of this country. So I want to give reasons as to why I believe why Uhuru Kenyatta have not taken Raila Amolo Odinga to the mountain. Number one, I tend to believe that Uhuru Kenyatta want Raila Amolo Odinga to go and talk to the people by himself. Yes, he want Raila to go and convince the people. Gideon Moi is also another person who is not actively involved in the Azimio rallies. Beside Kanu being in Azimio, we have never seen Gideon Moi in Azimio rallies. Gideon Moi have been playing a very important role in Azimio. He is the person who ensured that Kalonzo Musyoka does not go anywhere. He convinced Kalonzo Musyoka to join Azimio the first time. Then, when Raila Amolo Odinga picked Martha Karua as his running mate, Kalonzo Musyoka decided to run for the presidency. We saw Gideon Moi attending the meeting where Raila Amolo Odinga was unveiling Martha Karua as his running mate. After around 30 minutes, he left and went where Kalonzo Musyoka was also unveiling his running mate. After that, Kalonzo Musyoka took a 1 week break from politics. Gideon Moi convinced Kalonzo Musyoka to rejoin Azimio and consider the position he was offered. Kalonzo took into consideration and went to bargain more for Wiper Party in the Ukambani regions. As we speak today, Kalonzo Musyoka is in Azimio because of the efforts Gideon Moi played in. Yes. So Uhuru Kenyatta, besides endorsing Raila Amolo Odinga, we have not seen him in any campaign trail with Raila Amolo Odinga. And here, I want to give you reasons as to why I believe these two individuals are not actively involved in Azimio rallies despite supporting Raila Amolo Odinga. Number one, we have the post-2027 general elections. You know, a Raila presidency is a one-term presidency. Raila is going to serve for just 5 years. and leave for someone else. So there are several people around Raila Amolo Odinga who believe they are going to succeed him. We have the likes of Oparanya from ODM. We have Kalonzo. We have people like Peter Munya. We have Gideon. We have Joho. We have Peter Munya, and we have the other one, Peter Kenneth. So all these guys are positioning themselves to succeed Raila Amolo Odinga. Let's take for an example, if Gideon Moi was going to be part of the campaign trail as these other guys, an image would have been created that Gideon Moi would be the successor of Raila Amolo Odinga. And at this time, they don't want to see the Azimio groups split again. So they are giving all these guys chance to position themselves as a successor while they play their own games in the high table. As you all know, if today Uhuru Kenyatta, the person who would have succeeded Uhuru Kenyatta was Gideon Moi. But now, because Gideon Moi was not strong enough to face Ruto, Uhuru Kenyatta decided to support Raila Amolo Odinga while preparing Gideon Moi to be strong in the next general elections. Yes. You know, in politics, nothing happened out of mere coincidence. It is always well planned, scripted to achieve a specific objective. So the reason why Gideon Moi and Uhuru Kenyatta is not actively involved is because of the post 2027. Let's say post 2022, after the 2020 general election, what next? Yes, what next? Another thing that I tend to believe why these two guys are not actively involved in the campaign, especially Uhuru Kenyatta, is the reform credential. You know, Raila Amolo Odinga and Martha Karua, these are two reformists. Their ticket is for the reformist. You can't mention reform credentials where Uhuru Kenyatta is. That's number one. And we all know that whenever Raila is in a rally, he always talks about corruption and how he is going to reform all the government agencies to avoid people looting government money. And Raila's message is about reforms, the reform credential, and that is the rallying call for Raila Amolo Odinga. So you can't expect Raila to talk about reform credential as his rallying call when there is Uhuru Kenyatta in the image, actively involved. But now, because Uhuru Kenyatta is silent, Raila can talk freely about the reform credentials, while in the background, Uhuru Kenyatta supports him. Another thing that I tend to believe in is if Gideon Moi and Uhuru Kenyatta would have been actively involved, there will be a narrative created that this is a government between the dynasties and the hustler nation. As it is now, there was a narrative that the people supporting Raila Amolo Odinga are dynasties and those within Ruto's side are the hustlers. This narrative came up, but it died. So if Uhuru Kenyatta and Gideon Moi were actively involved, this narrative would have been created that these are sons of prominent people who are against the poor Kenyans. So it could have been a rallying call on the side of Ruto, and they would have taken advantage of it to the sense that it might have affected Raila Amolo Odinga's votes. Yes. Another thing, I tend to believe that these three guys are planning for a way in which Gideon Moi is going to succeed Raila Amolo Odinga. But they don't want to show it now, because if they do, a narrative would be created that the presidency is just for the prominent people. And that would have affected Raila Amolo Odinga. So we have President Uhuru Kenyatta is the current president, now supporting Raila Amolo Odinga to be the president, the son of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. President Uhuru Kenyatta is the son of the first president of Kenya, that's Jomo Kenyatta, Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, and now Gideon Moi, the son of Moi. If all these three guys are involved actively in politics, rallying in one podium, the message would have been different. And that's what they are trying to avoid as an AZIMIO. So guys, the thing again I want to talk about, to get traction in social justices. Yes. So the economy and corruption, the Raila rallying call cannot be delivered when Uhuru and Gideon Moi are involved, especially succession politics. Gideon Moi cannot be involved. Reform credentials and as a rallying call, Uhuru Kenyatta cannot be involved. And now the thing is the dynasty and the hustler. Both these guys cannot be involved. So now they are letting Raila Amolo Odinga to campaign as they support him in the background. That's my take. If you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two and click the subscription button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to our subscribers, thank you so much for your continued support. Welcome, and let's meet in our next video.